Welcome back to the stage of history.
Do you expect me to talk?
No, Mr. Bond, I expect you to die.
You're gonna see some serious shit.
Hello and welcome back to Deja-Review, where today we are reviewing The Mummy.
Chin. Fucking chin.
Daft.
Oh fuck.
You must be daft to think we're going to review the new one. No, it's the old one, the really old one, the 1932 classic. Oh no, wait, the one after that. The 1999 classic, The Mummy, starring Brendan Fraser, a whole motley crew of people. The film came out in 1999 to lukewarm reviews. Mind you, a sequel was announced, I think the day after this one was it.
So want another win before you even had the first one.
We're a fan of this movie.
I would say that despite lukewarm reviews, it's aged well.
Apart from some wonky CGI, it has aged pretty well.
Aye.
The story starts back, I think it was 3,000 years ago, was it? When Pharaoh Seti I was ruling the earth. And his daughter was having a fling with Prince Imhotep.
Wasn't his daughter?
One of the Pharaoh's mistresses is having a fling with Prince Imhotep.
Priest.
Prince Imhotep.
Priest Prince.
That's it, the priest, the vicar Imhotep.
Fucking vicar.
You'd never known, but Prince Imhotep was Robin, made her ink.
Seriously, that's how strolls on set.
A tattoo
and
isn't
nothing
the
but
use.
paint, basically.
Aye.
There's a wee smudge mark at the thumb, and that's what tips the Pharaoh off. That
He busts in
and
in front of his golden ghouls
the golden guy.
and says, "What have you done to my daughter? Mistress or daughter, can't mind." And
Definitely mistress.
takes him away to be killed, but basically before anything can happen, she says, "My body's no your temple, away you to hell." Stabs herself.
Away you to fuck.
Stabs herself about. He can't take it. So what was it you said? It was even before she's buried, he's floating about her tomb.
Imhotep can't even wait 2 minutes after she's planted for his away underground rooting about her. You ride away to Hamanatra, finds her, pumps her.
Aims to bring her back to life by setting 5 canopic jars at her body, which holds her, whatever it holds. They are integral to the plot. But before the process can be completed and all this ooze,
Gunk, rises for the water before it can
plant itself on her,
that's when the royal guard effectively
burst in.
break up the card game, so to speak.
What they do is they take everyone involved in this resurrection process away to get mummified. Basically,
The priests, because they were the lower down ones, they just get the usual
treatment.
bits ripped out, blah blah blah.
But Prince Priest, he gets the home and die.
Save for the worst people.
Tongue whipped out, put in a casket, all bandages wrapped around him, and scarabs thrown on top of him until they eat him alive. He says, in brackets, very, very slowly, they eat him alive.
Yes, the Pharaoh placed the priest at the feet of the house.
He's placed at the feet of the earth, and basically if anyone frees him, he becomes this unstoppable beast.
Why not kill him instead?
Why give the chance of him coming back as this unstoppable mummy? Flash forward to 1920, it's the same place, Hamanatra, and we see the French Foreign Legion fighting a battle with sand demons.
A top horseback.
And amongst all, we've seen 2 of the main stars, Brendan Fraser as Rick O'Connell, and some other fella as Benny.
I can't mind his name.
We see the leader abandon ship basically and just sawed off. Yeah, he leaves basically O'Connell. Benny's off.
Benny's away like a shot.
O'Connell gets run to the statue of Anubis by these folk on horseback. Nothing happens, but all these horses go off and up. You hear all these kind of screeches and sand rises into the face of Imhotep and scares off O'Connell. He heads out into the desert, but the Magi are overlooking him,
Yes.
saying, shall we shoot him? But they say, we'll leave him, because the desert will get him.
He won't survive.
Cut 3 years forward, Cairo, Egypt, introduced to Evelyn and her brother Jonathan through a series of unfortunate events, basically.
Hell no.
Before that we meet the museum curator. You see that he's a bit of a kind of...
Pompous, I'd say, maybe.
Sons of the Pharaoh! Give me frogs!
But is that just a front?
Evelyn gets brought into this kind of tomb. A room.
She hears a noise.
Finds a drunk brother, but he was...
So he was in there,
What's
canoodling with a dead body.
Is he-
Paralytic.
Is he drunk or is he no though?
Yeah, between him getting her the fright and climbing out of the casket, he's
Going.
steaming pissed.
He says that he's found something for the first time in his life at a dig down in Thebes. Doesn't know what it is, but it opens up and contains a treasure map to the lost city of Hamunaptra. So they bring this back to the curator and say,
Look, this map leads to here, but curator man's a bit, this is a lot of pish. Jonathan's only interested in the money, he's like, oh, who did it belong to,
Aye.
were they rich?
the curator has...
Puts a map over a candle. Oh, what's happened there?
I know, burnt off the part of the lost city. Luckily, Jonathan didn't get this from a dig down at Thebes. He actually got it from someone who had been to Hamunaptra. He'd nicked it off him. Rick O'Connell, who is now in prison in Cairo prison. He's held there and he's turned into George of the Jungle. It's here we meet Omid Jalali.
Warden Hassan.
He's got O'Connell locked in a cell. Evelyn and Jonathan basically go up to him. He gets his lights punched at. Evelyn goes in and says, have you definitely been there? Can you take us there?
Right.
He says, only if you get me out of here.
Gets the face out after, and he's off to the rope. He gets hanged, hung.
Anyway, Evelyn's trying to persuade the warden, listen.
Try to barter with him when they're like, let him go and we'll give you 25% of the cut of all the treasure they find.
Yeah, whatever they find. He says,
And what else? I'm a very lonely man.
get off 25%.
Aye.
So they cut him down, but he's dead.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Whoa, it still gets me to this day how he's dead there. Well, they cut him down, so they're on their way basically. Onto a ferry, they're going to Hamunaptra. They're not even on the boat, what, 2 minutes? And this big fake looking bunch of people on a rowing boat.
Starts seeping out through the dark. Some guy with a claw.
Aye, that was like a middle
Grab the
finger.
crab.
You see them progressively moving towards this steamboat as we meet a whole motley crew of Americans plus an Egyptologist. There's Mr. Henderson, Mr. Daniels, Mr. Burns and
Doctor something.
Dr. Allen.
The 3 Americans are playing poker with Jonathan. Rick walks in.
They want a bet that they can make it Hamunaptra before them because they've got themselves a man who's already been there.
Just,
Gentlemen, we got us a wager. Good evening, Jonathan.
night.
Benny Benassi.
Benny Benassi, he's a DJ or something.
Oh yeah. Benny Gabor. Just before Rick finds it as Benny, he whips out his satchel right in front of Evelyn.
Rolls out his arsenal.
When she realises, right, this might be
Yeah.
dangerous. And that's when he notices Benny. What's he
Is
doing? It must be because he noticed Rick and ducked back in or something.
Aye.
They promised me only half now, half when I take them to Hamunaptra.
Yes.
So he's stuck with them for the journey, this wallop of a man. Before anything happens, Rick's had enough. Chucks him right over
Right
the
off
boat.
the boat.
Goodbye, Benny.
And before they can even settle back down to clean his satchel, he noticed his waxy looking footprints aboard the deck.
She's away in her room pouting about something. She was wanting a bit of Nat King. Clawman walks in, going, "Gives the key, your boot."
The key is what Jonathan brought to her earlier, but they don't know this at the moment. He doesn't have much luck, this guy. This
does not.
creepy looking claw figure threatens her, then gets a cornel to the eye. A cornel comes back in,
Bloater.
he shoots the whole place up.
Sets it on fire by shooting a lamp down, does it, bastard?
The claw figure basically notices the key, but Jonathan busts in.
It rams him into a couch.
So the whole ship's going up in flames, gunfight ensues. The Egyptologists cowering away like mad whenever something gets shot. He's flinching like a nutcase. The Americans are all behind a table firing off 6 shooters like nuts.
Americans.
So basically they all jump overboard. He throws Evelyn overboard.
Tells the warden to stay behind while he gets help.
What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Wait here! I'll go get help!
Ship basically arrives.
Ship doesn't arrive, is the whole thing.
The ship's kind of floating, but they
They'll
depart.
swim to shore.
Rick gets there, that's it, at his side of the river with the warden,
And some
Jonathan,
camels.
Evelyn, some camels. They separate here. We follow the main protagonist.
Yes.
And the smelly warden. Jonathan has a wee kind of scrap with a guy because he only wants 4 camels, not a whole lot. But they're going to cross the desert.
You see, I've been through the desert on a
Flea bag.
with no name. It felt good to be out of in the desert. You can't remember. Cause there ain't no one for to give you.
No more goat soup. Oh, for heaven's sake!
Oh, then that's just, they're getting watched like a hawk by the Magi, like a million miles away.
Must have a set of
In the
binoculars.
dark, you know.
The two teams meet up again. They come at the same place
At
basically.
the same time.
At the exact same time with this fake big pink sky looming overhead. Dodgy scene, but
Yes.
it's quite a good kind of setup. They're waiting on Hamanatra. Sunrise shows away, and then horses and camels ablaze.
A wee bit of to and fro, and Benny and Rick
I don't know,
whacking well the head about 5 times and then getting just pulled
I'm
off.
sure he went under a camel.
Evelyn races away ahead of everybody.
They win the bet. They all start digging basically around Hamanatra. Evelyn and Rick know where to dig because it's where the statue is.
Egyptologist is a
well.
wanker.
They're led by a woman. What does a woman know?
Aye, I'm not a fan of him. So they start digging. Rick's
What's up, Colonel? Jonathan Walsh.
whipping him with the rope, something chronic. It's a
Well, I
belt
don't think you
basically.
two got on on set at all.
The warden's terrified of bugs, obviously because they smell of him, they'll just go straight for
Aye,
him.
straight
But
for him.
they get in,
Right, we walk to him. We follow the mirrors.
set the whole place alight,
Yeah.
the whole mirrors, light up this tomb, almost like it's a set. They basically, they and the other crew meet up and have a quick exchange and they start
Yes, yes.
digging in different places.
Your odds are not so great, O'Connell.
I've had worse.
Yeah, me too.
They find their way to the feet of Anubis.
Where Imhotep is buried.
When they go away to dig, the warden scurried off somewhere, crawling.
A monkey wee tomb,
A wee
right?
trinket hunt.
So while they're digging, smelly warden finds
A wall with
scarabs basically.
He starts prying them out, putting them in his satchel.
All the while he's making
Yeah.
gestures of the figurine on the wall.
Drops one, hits into the sand, and then it just sort of
Opens
digs its
up.
way into his boots, into his foot, or up his leg. Away up his neck, into his skull, like you see it poking out like here, shrieking the whole
Help me.
time.
But they
Cut-
can't hear this, so he's miles away from
Yeah,
them.
cut back to Scoobin the gang.
What's he doing? He's swinging like he's
Aye,
playing
they're,
golf, Jonathan. And he brings down the sarcophagus of Imhotep right down in between them. So at this point they see that there's no way to basically open this, it will take ages. But they find a wee symbol on it, exactly matching the
Yep,
key.
the key.
So they fit the key in and realise, right, we're going to open this, see what's in there. But before they can even do that, they hear... He's absolutely screaming his head off.
Runs head first into a stone wall, drops dead.
Never find out what happened, but I think gave him a wee video just
Who
leave him
did he bury off him?
the rifle into his satchel. I mean, Jonathan's in it for about
That much in it?
30 seconds before he realises there's a bottle of malt. So while he starts drinking out a broken bottle like an idiot, the Magi attack. Their whole goal is to protect Imhotep so that nobody finds him and frees him and he becomes the most evil thing ever to awaken. Start off a Rami, shall we call it. or deathbed who we've seen up in the cliff. He's not enough basically. He says leave now or die, but they're not for it.
Scare tactics, I think.
Connor's holding a wee bit of dynamite as to say, you know, come near me and I'll blow you apart.
Fucking try it, son. Try it.
They leave after shedding a load of blood. After a huge battle, they think, what better to do than just get paralytic?
I am a librarian.
It's a scene that you can skip. Fast forward to the real stuff. Next day, the Americans are back in the tomb and they find this kind of box.
Egyptologist is like, listen, these guys were smart, this will be trapped, so just let our team of workers do it. And 3 or 4 of them get bluttered with
salt acid or something in it. Lifts
from the top of it and finds the Book of Death. And that's when the Egyptologist is like, oh, this is the treasure. They've kicked this box open and out of it comes 5
canopic jars. Well, one of them's broken in it.
The broken one just sort of stays behind, but they take the 4 intact.
Egyptologist gets one, Henderson, Daniels and Burns. They all have brought a curse upon themselves. Whoever opens that and keeps the jars
harvested.
So they've sealed their own doom.
Benny
should have had the 5th one, but he bolts.
Exactly.
If you think that's bad, wait you see what our protagonists are up to. They've got this sarcophagus mounted up against the wall, prying it open. Open it up, out springs a dummy. They're saying they've never seen a mummy like this before.
Because it should just be dust.
They find wee scratches, even though he was like that, and how he done that with all these things eating him. Both parties meet again, back up on the sand. When they're up there they realise that the Egyptologist has the Book of the Dead. He's been on it all night trying to open this bugger. So Evelyn walks by and realises that this book has the key on it, so they can open it. They steal it off the Egyptologist. I take it he's been at this so long he's conked out of it, basically holding on to this thing for dear life. He knows also that you can't read out of it because it's cursed, but they do anyway. And this is when down below you see Imhotep spring into life. The first of many, not all but many of the plagues of Egypt happens straight away. This big swarm of CGI locusts just come flying, swarm them all to hell. They all end up running into the tombs. Mr. Burns falls, loses his glasses.
One of the more tender moments with Benny, screaming at his own jacket.
Leave me!
You can never really tell him, but he smashes his glasses to a pulp.
Could you help me find my...
Leaves this guy unknowingly with this mummy, skulking about with his hand out like he's going to find something secure to reach onto in here. Doesn't he? Because his eyes and his tongue ripped it by Imhotep, who finds him in a matter of seconds.
It's quite a creepy scene when you see him.
So after he takes his tongue and eyes, all these scarabs burst out through the ground, chase everyone who's in the tomb at this point.
Fly out a guy, and he's demolished in like a second. and these are the same things they put in a closed casket with a guy, and he was still pretty much intact.
But these scarabs cause Evelyn, Rick and Jonathan to get separated, and that's when she meets the mummy, who's now got Mr. Burns' eyes and tongue.
Snake cock.
I don't know if it's because he can't see or he knows that she's going to be the sacrifice, but he takes a liking to Evelyn. But before he can really lay his hands on her, they all burst in. Rick, scared out his wits, shoots him.
You hear the blast with a muffle of fat bastard.
They run away. I don't even think they see Mr. Burns lying there crawling about. The Magi find him. They're outside again saying, listen, this is it. They bring over Mr. Burns and
he's like, look what you done to this guy.
I think they are pretty convinced that the Magi done it. They took his eyes and tongue out as a warning basically.
Benny's still underground.
He's basically back at the bit where they found the box with the canopic jars and meets the mummy. Instead of running away, he backs himself into his corner pleading.
Get a whole big chain
of religious
symbols.
So basically Benny's just
the fourth and final, which was the
language of the slaves.
That buys him a hot minute.
Benny becomes his right hand man.
He says, if you do what I tell you, the prizes will be worthwhile, and he just pulls a lot of jewellery at his arse. Benny's like, aye, alright, okay. So that's when he must have went back to the box to get all his canopic jars, but then that's when he found just one that was broken.
Before it cuts back to them, they all shoot off back to Cairo. You see the mummy's hand busting out of the sand, basically showing that he's risen.
For the hand to come out that much?
He's under.
Is he at full stretch?
Back in Cairo, Rick and Evelyn are arguing. He's saying just get out of here now. And she's
That's
saying
what's done. You hired me to take you there and take you back.
What's done? He's packing, she's unpacking. He gets his hands absolutely mangled.
Listen to me, we have to do something. Once this creature has been reborn.
He sods off. He's enough a woman for one day. Goes down to have a drink with Jonathan and the American lads. This is when we meet probably the least important but most handy plot point of the whole movie.
A device character.
A former pilot of World War I who's had nothing to do. So bear that in mind, there's a pilot if they need him. They also make him drunk in this movie.
There's no mention as to how he knows Connell.
No, it's just probably...
It just knows him.
Been to Cairo before.
While they're at this, basically the hotel, in one of the other rooms, there's Mr. was it Burns that lost the eyes and the tongue. Brought back to them as like, listen, the prince here is going to sort you out.
Prince Imhotep basically hasn't finished with you, so now he's going to finish it. Mr. Burns sitting there with his eyes all
bandaged over, yeah.
But he still knows exactly when to scream as soon as the Imhotep takes his mask off.
Down upon yourselves.
Wait, no!
This one
was quite a good one because it was just the amount of scarabs on him.
And he's doing a weird tongue movement and everything. It's quite weird. Back down in the bar, they're taking a wee sip of whiskey and they realise that it's pure blood.
The camera pans out to the fountain at blood red.
So what another plague. That's when they know that Imhotep has basically risen. That's when there's like a thunderstorm of
hail and fire. So that's just had 3 plagues.
It's kind of forgotten about after that. This is when he meets Benny, running down it, scampering out of the room and back up it. Rick basically says what the hell's happening and then you just hear this almighty moan for the mummy.
What the bloody hell has happened in here?
Basically he's reached stage 2. Basically he looks much stronger now. They realise they're in trouble and this is when he just comes running at him. Takes Rick by surprise, flings him across the room. Back up to Evelyn again saying it's an axe and a moon stuff. He's about to bring her back for the dead. Who was the mistress from before. Flirting with a living person even though he's a skeleton. But then a wee cat.
You could have been tinkling of the piano keys and there's a cat there.
This cat comes, he fears for his life and sucks himself out a window.
If you could, you would. Suck yourself out a window.
This is when the Egyptologist is missing in it.
They've got Evelyn and the two remaining.
Two of the Americans, Henderson and Daniels. Basically, he locks Evelyn in a room.
Yeah.
Basically says,
tells them to
the two Americans.
Stay here, guard this door. Nobody's in, nobody's out. Me and Jonathan will go and look for the.
It's not really explained. He's just kind of disappeared and they know he's at risk. But he's the next one to get off. The Egyptologist. You see him roaming about the streets like a loony. The mummy's behind him.
Just an eye.
Yeah, peering it. Rick again finds Benny rooting about in the Egyptologist's dorm,
office,
looking for the canopic jar. He gets a chair flung.
Throws a chair on.
Cracks him in the back of the knees.
And lifts him up like
millimetres away from a big CGI fan. Again, Benny's at the heart of all the trouble. He said to him, listen,
better to be the right hand of the devil than to be
his path.
To be his path, yeah.
He's immune.
What does he want the book for?
Oh, come on, I don't know.
They think they have Benny kind of getting the truth out of him, but he knees right in the
breadbasket. Jumps out a window and nearly takes himself out again. So you hear a lot of screaming and a lot of gasping, and they look out the window and see the
rubberised skeleton of the Egyptologist.
That's probably my favourite phase reveal.
Yeah, it's almost like a complete mix between a skull and a
dead body that's been dead for
a
few days.
Like a white face. And this is when another plague arrives because swarms of flies shoot out of his mouth. The flies are going about everywhere. They obviously shut the windows rapid, Rick and Jonathan. But then the two Americans, they've got their window wide open. One of the Americans, Daniels, heads down to the bar to get the big guy Henderson, shots a bourbon out the ass basically.
Whiskey bourbon, a shot of bourbon, a bourbon chase, a bourbon cream.
He knows that Imhotep's in the loose. His window's wide for the world.
He's got a canopic jar sitting in a chair and he's cowboy shaped with John Wayne ball.
All of a sudden, this is a cool scene though.
Yeah.
But it doesn't even pry its way in.
Sand blasts him.
sticks on the shadow of
So
the
he
wall
gets like lifted up
and sucked
and
bone dry.
just withers in seconds, so he's getting more powerful.
And we see almost a complete emo tape.
We Scarab coming in and starts eating it. In the room, she's somehow managed to fall asleep.
Well, this chaos going on.
Aye. Again with the sun shifting, he just
Pulls himself.
pours his way through the keyhole, gets up and chews his face off her.
It's really iffy. So his mouth's back to square one. Rick must have known that he's back there because Henderson's lying in there. That's
So
a
he shows
score
up prepared with a cat.
shoves it right into his face basically, and again he sucks himself off right at the window.
Yeah.
Just think, why didn't they bring a cat with them everywhere they went?
I know.
They basically realise that there's nothing they can do anymore, so they go back to the Museum of Egyptology. They go back there and we meet the curator again from before, who we realise is part of the Magi. You see him with Ardeth Bey, the man from before, and they basically reveal all about the mummy. Then another plague happens while they're talking in the sanctum.
The eclipse. Yeah.
Darkness. We realise that Imhotep's going to sacrifice Evelyn to bring an ox and a moon back. She realises that if the Book of the Dead brought him back to life,
in the Book of the Living,
well, that would kill him.
So she goes and reads something off a big stone tablet while a bunch of
a
horde of
boils and sores, the final plague that we see. A horde of minions basically approach the museum as they are running out of time, basically to find out where the Book of the Living
can be
found.
found.
The Book of Amun-Ra, something.
Yeah, it might have been. It was buried at the feet of the statue of Horus.
At this point, it's Evelyn, Rick, Jonathan,
and the two Magi.
The
last remaining American
who's still clutching on to his canopate jar.
Still wearing his jacket over one shoulder.
So they escape. Jonathan goes to start off the car and basically gets caught in the hole. Blends in. Scottish accent seeping through. He starts the car up, they all run out while Imhotep's made his way up to where they were. Screams at the top of his lungs while his shadow basically erupts. They escape while all these boils and sores jump onto their wee Morris Minor or whatever.
I don't fucking know what it was.
You're gonna get yours, Betty! You hear me?
Fuck off! You French pig!
Oh, like I've never heard that before!
Someone get fingers in the eye, someone get
punched into a
the
lamppost, another one went into a bowl of fruit or something in the road.
The American guy gets tackled out of the car.
He's doing nothing, contemplating what he's done.
Flying out the back.
He shoots off every bullet he can, angering the crowd even more. Imhotep takes the last jar off him,
the crowd.
Skins him. Even Benny's kind of cringing at her.
Aye.
The sound effects do it off her.
Because the guy looks like he's shitting himself and it sounds like it. And get drunk him dry that one.
So that's Imhotep completely.
Aye. Next scene is
back
basically them crashing that car
into a fight. Aye.
Still closing in, he comes through, Imhotep.
Fully regenerated.
Benny starts translating.
Telling us that if they give him Evelyn, he'll let all them live. What a push. As soon as she goes with him, he orders them all to kill them. It's not happening. Wee manhole, perfectly placed, and they all dive down it.
And the old boy
basically the old boy refuses to get, he wants to get in a blaze of glory.
I'm going to last hurrah. He takes maybe 3 out of the game
and then he's suffocated to death.
She gets swamped.
It was at this moment he knew. He fucked up.
So that's basically only them left. Only Rick, Jonathan, Evie, who's away, and the Magi are dead. So they three are back near Hamunaptra, where Winston's base is. He's there with a big shaded umbrella, and they say, "Need your help. Are you up for flying us? God knows where."
Save the girl, kill the eye. Alright, I'm in for that.
I think he's just thinking about himself. He's back up in the flight. Ardeth and Jonathan are on the wings. Rick's in the back with a Tommy gun. Basically, as soon as they hit the air, a sandstorm erupts, and it's Imhotep back at Hamunaptra. Spits at Benny and Evie, and he's wandering about with nothing but a kind of
rags and a loincloth,
covering his doodallies and that's it.
Exactly. He's canopics. Well, Imhotep clocks them flying about, does his sand magic. They've told the actor, right, contort yourself, and he'd done it like a snake trying to eat a goat. Huge, like, tsunami of sand.
Rises over a mountain, basically.
And it
chasing the plane with him in it.
The face trying to basically eat the plane.
Blinding.
Rick's trying to
shoot sand.
Shoot it, aye.
He's shooting off sand. Oh man.
Fucking hell.
Basically the only way that Evelyn can think to stop him like getting into it.
Plant her face on him. Cool.
She kisses him and the sand cloud goes down. They escape. Well, they don't really, because the plane crashes.
In quicksand.
But Imhotep thinks, I come on my way just back to Hamanatra. That's the enough.
Absolute belter a line for Benny.
I loved the whole sand wall trick. It was beautiful. Bastard.
Say disappear away to Hamanatra.
A death, Jonathan and Rick have made it out. Whereas Winston, he's still tied in.
Still strapped into the cockpit, like smile on his face. Can't get out of the coffin then. He just sinks away into the quicksand.
He dies basically in happiness.
I think the way he wanted to go.
And they kind of play their respects, then head to Hamanatra themselves.
Yeah.
Cut back to the tomb basically where Anaxamun is again. First of all, before the ritual begins, he basically summons his priests by blowing incense.
Blow it into a wall. And a couple of men come at it.
It's filthy.
Fucking hell.
So a couple of servants come out to do his bidding, but before Jonathan and all that get down and meet the mummies, they're digging their way back into Hamanatra, and he spots where the scarabs on the wall. Makes the same mistake as our smelly friend did. Picks one off, crawling away amongst them again.
Hand,
he's screaming. The only thing Rick can do is really trusty Swiss Army knife. Pokes it out and shoots it. And that's when Imhotep, when he hears the gunshot, he realises that they are back there.
Effectively straps her to an altar next to a corpse.
Right next to Anaxamun, our three main fellas find the statue of Horus after finding a huge room full of gold and treasure and mummies.
Who the hell are these guys? Priests. Imhotep's priests. Alright then.
Jonathan throws a pistol at one of them, thinking that that's going to kill him. They go through a few tombs, reach the statue of Horus, find the Book of the Living, and our death decides, I'm going to sacrifice myself here.
Yep.
Save the girl. Kill the creature.
Runs out of bullets in his shotgun basically and says...
Uses it as a club and just runs through.
How to get out of this will never know. It's just Rick and Jonathan now, blowing mummies to high heaven basically. They appear at the altar just as the sacrifice is about to begin.
One of that gunk coming out of the water.
Oh, that blue gunk's coming out as he's reading out the Bible. Genesis 1. This time it gets completed. All he has to do is to kill Evelyn to bring Anaxamun fully back to life. Before he can. If you look up, Jonathan's up there with the Book of the Living basically taunting it. I'm saying, look what I've got.
Look what I've got and you've no. Old duffer.
Instead of killing her right there, slowly puts the knife down beside Anaxamun and wanders up.
Rick jumps in for the back.
He
picked up for somewhere.
Peels off an antique sword for a kind of stone statue and starts getting on with a load of creatures.
Fight! You win!
That is a fun scene. Because Rick fights all them off, but then he gets tripped up. One of them goes to land a big kind of slab in his head or something, while the dismembered hand is going for the sword. He grabs a hand, slices the feet off of one of them. Then Jonathan, reading the book, thinks he's reading how to make him mortal and sends out a bunch of higher guard soldiers.
High priests.
The second tier of mummies are released.
Final battle!
Oh yeah. This just keeps getting better and better.
at this point, Marks and the Moon's chasing Evelyn.
She was creepy though.
Never done
it was a high pitched kind of shrill, kind of swiping about wildly with that dagger.
Looking right into the camera with a dagger.
Evelyn shouts over to Jonathan, you need to finish the inscription on the front of the book before you can control these soldiers.
These soldiers are basically running ragged, and Jonathan just can't figure out the last symbol, and it turns out to be a manifest.
It's a bird, a stork.
It's a bird, it's a stork. I think his accent went quite up.
Didn't he go Sean Connery?
It's a fucking bird, mate.
But he stops him just in the nick of time before
he's got a spear poking into his cheek.
Who touched him a manifest?
You lose!
He sets them to kill an Axe and a Moon. Shadow.
And it's just like pure in with the sword and the spear. And it's just the sound of it. It's like kind of weird.
What happened to him after that? He goes on a rampage basically, lifts Jonathan up. Connell cuts his arm clean off. One sweat. I think it's because he's not made of like flesh anyway. It's just dust in there basically.
Puts it back on like Deadpool.
They're trying to read a bit of
the subscription. Try to get the rest of the translation.
Subscribe to this channel. They're trying to
translate it more.
Read the book. Well, he's basically getting battered to hell, choked half to death.
This guy moaned at least this loud. Oh!
Well, they get the last inscription. I think his face is purple. There's no other way of putting it, like a ghost.
A ghost chariot.
Takes his soul and his immortality away, basically. So he wanders up to him. I don't know if he still thinks he's mortal, but immortal.
I think so.
But he gets that big antique rammed right into his gut.
Sudden death. Fight! Knockout!
Doesn't he kill him dead, but
it's a weird death scene the way he stumbles away into a puddle. That gunk with like this.
But there's all weird faces coming up. He's slowly getting into like a puddle of goo. He gets through all his previous forms basically until he's back to Bojo again at the beginning.
Ski whiffed.
And well
while all that has been going on, Benny has been looting the treasure room. He's satchels full of gold and loading them onto camels.
I think this is probably his 4th or 5th trip.
He's got his saddlebags full of gold and trinkets and
puts
it all in draw. A handy lever of sorts. That's a lever.
Then it goes. This one lever brings the whole place coming down. Benny, I think he thinks someone else has caused this. He tries to escape. Rick, Jonathan and Evelyn, they realise this place is going down. Jonathan trips like an idiot and sends the book soaring into a puddle.
This is the Book of Life.
Escape under this huge vertical closing door basically, and wee Benny's lingering behind, screaming. Connell kind of half-heartedly, doesn't he? Kind of gives him away. Come on, Benny.
Come on, right, I'll save you. And then when he hasn't, he's like, alright.
Goodbye, Ben. This thing is closing down. Benny has to scarper there, scarper back out again.
It's very close. He's a ball.
I mean, I think the actor literally was a ball hair away from getting crushed under whatever that was that was closing down.
In this treasure room with Benny, all the mirrors that make the light, they're all getting crushed so it gets dark and it goes quiet for a bit, except for the scuttling all of the scarabs.
You see one scarab appearing and then loads of them, and then you realise, he's going to get the worst death of them all. What's he doing to him? Shush back or something, he says.
So away you go, leave me!
That's just as his like is it, you hear a lot of flesh getting bitten into. That's basically the end of the film. Hammer Archer comes crashing down.
Cut to them escaping the blast radius of
a hell of a big impact basically. Everything's just getting sucked in like dry desert in Mario Kart. They get the outskirts basically, find a load of camels riddled with gold.
You get a bit of a scare though.
From
mid-eye.
He puts his hand on Jonathan's shoulder like that, does he not?
Aye.
Surprise, motherfucker!
But basically he says, I'll be with you, you know that. He basically
however he does it.
I think he kisses Jonathan's head like.
His brings him fraud and just a wee plant at the temple.
Evie and Rick get it on. Jonathan gets on with a camel. It breathes down his neck and he's put off.
For God's sake. Breathes and he's put off. So they're away and that's
a few of them
you get the sparkle with the sun hitting off the I'll be like a golden, it's like a cup or something like that.
And that is the end of the movie. Perfect ending, but of course the sequel was inbound.
It does merit a sequel.
Just not really where I go. But yeah, that's The Mummy.
get this?
On a dig down in Thebes.
Jonathan, I think you found something.
Our basic thoughts are that it's a really good movie.
Indeed. Generally one of my favourites. So it's definitely a fun adventure kind of film with enough
There's a lot of
spooky.
A lot of characters and that in it that are quite fun as well.
Yeah.
Benny's personal favourite.
It's odd that you get a comic relief that's an antagonist.
A villain, but he's still funny and he's still likeable. Just in general, Benny is a classic. It's quite a well-paced movie, I think.
Yeah, definitely. Like there's enough. Like it starts with exposition and you're set up a back in the past.
But it kind of kicks into high gear.
So you're getting not crime. But like there's a murder basically.
Then you get your kind of what do you call it? What you're after almost.
Your action stuff, war. Again, more character building, exposition.
A lot of the characters do kind of evolve through it almost. I mean, Jonathan was a drunkard. I think it's kind of underrated. I think in a lot of ways.
Totally.
Yeah, I mean a lot of people kind of don't. It's not get good reviews if you look up online. But compared to the sequel and the
third one we don't talk about.
The third one and the remake as well. I think our next review is either going to be Jurassic Park or The Mummy Returns. You can let us know if any bastard watches us. But yeah, that's been The Mummy. I'd probably give it a 9 out of 10. I'd say it's a good old movie. Good time, no alcohol required, as old Jans would say.
Would you call it a cult classic or? It doesn't have like a cult following like.
It's not like a kind of Fight Club or anything.
It's definitely a popular movie, and I think
it's always in the telly.
It stayed popular.
Not anyone dislikes it really.
Let's get the horror.
It's only really the bit in the middle that is horror, with the awakening and all that. The rest is light-hearted.
And it's my favourite kind of horror, like classic.
Yeah, it is really good. It kind of feels almost like more of an Indiana Jones film than the fourth Indiana Jones did.
Oh god, aye.
But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the review. Like, comment, no nonsense in the comments now. Subscribe, share the video as well if you did enjoy it, and stay tuned for our next review, which is either going to be Jurassic Park or The Mummy Returns. Thanks again for watching. Good night. Take care. God bless. I've not been recording, I'm joking.